Bro, Looch.
Live in the building.
In the builder.
Yo, DJ!
That's how we do it.
You're in the mix.
You're in the mix with Not For The Weak Pod.
Welcome to commercial-free radio.
It's not radio, dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's make some noise.
On the train.
This show will begin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Not For The Week podcast, where we podcast about shit throughout the week. And today is a very special day. You want to know why? Because we have a bunch of special guests coming in. Not only are we going to have a celebrity guest, we're going to have a local talent come in that is personally one of my favorite. Both people have been on this show multiple times. I don't know who I'm more excited for, but Nicole Leonard is going to be on the show today along with Tom Arnold. And God, it's like I have a I'm in love with Nicole. Like, she makes me so happy when I watch her perform. Like, just awesome. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she's everything that that should be an entertainer that's coming up. So let me share the live. Give me a second. Fix it, Fleet. We're live right now. I'm gonna fix this right now. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna share this to everybody. Shouts out to everybody that's been, rocking with your boy, yo. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Like, we've been moving and shit like that. Shout out to Plug Network, man. Everybody be sharing this shit in Plug Network. Content. We gotta monetize this. Let's monetize this. All right, yeah, content. Dogs are dumb. Dogs are definitely dumb. I just said. All right, so shouts out to everybody that's been rocking with me, man. We had Tom Arnold on here. Jiggy Jeff was not here at the time. My brother have always been here, so Hav will come in later. Jeff comes in now. Yo. So, yes. Yeah. So I don't know why, something I have to get checked out. I'm not gonna lie. Like something is like spearmint or something. It's taking me to the setup. Whew. These things used to make me nervous. Not so much anymore. Just because I know I could wing it. I wing it really good. Hola. Where is Jeff? Jeffrey. Jefferson. Jefferson. Jeff Betty showing up. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Put it to the
Oh,
side so that way we can see you.
hey,
Put your
hey.
phone to the side. Put your phone to the side.
Like this way?
There you go. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Cole. I just called you Jeff.
Hi, hi.
Hey, listen. Today's the day we talk to Tom Arnold, but I'm not gonna lie, and I'll keep it 1,000 with you. I'm more excited that you're on the show.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. And I'm super excited for Tom Arnold and super excited to touch base with you guys again. Oh my
I
goodness.
love. Listen, yeah, I'm like the biggest Nicole Leonard fan. Every time I see you, I give you your flowers because like you are the most awesome local talent. We got celebrity talent on here and everything, but you the main one every time we get on set that takes their craft so serious. So keep
Well,
putting
I
it down.
appreciate that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
I just
yeah.
every time like you're just so awesome, and every time I see you, you always amaze me. So I love you on the show. I love the fact that you're here.
I love you too. Thank you so much for having me always.
Oh,
And it is
any
my pleasure working with all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to just keep things going. I mean, being from Ohio and everything, small town in Ohio, and it's like I've been back in Ohio for 10 years and I always wanted to transition into doing more filming and things like that, coming from a dance and theater background, and comedy and stuff and behind the scenes things. And all of you are giving me that opportunity to just keep moving forward with it. And being
no,
from Ohio, you gotta like really kind of you still got to fight to do this stuff. You really have to because people take the wind out of your sails and everyone will be like, you know, oh, what are you doing here then if you're doing all this or whatever? And it's like, I don't know. Everybody's got to be from somewhere. So Northeast Ohio, it is what it is. And
yeah,
it ain't so.
I want to let you know just the fact that you're working with a bunch of um, how can I say this? Some guys from around the way, like me and June. I've been cut and stabbed in the back of the head, and June been shot up 11 times, and then we could transition our lives into like being something positive and doing something where people like you in your field where you took something and you went to theater and you was with a different crowd that we weren't with, and we meet up so late in life, and like you give us that spark where it's like we look at each other like we gotta step it up, bro. Like, because when we doing our thing, right? And then we see you doing a judge, a cop, a random Uber customer, or and you're just switching up the wigs and you're just making everything work for you. I love you. Like, you don't understand. I respect you so
Um,
fucking much. So that's
love
why
you
I
too.
wanted you here. Out of all the people in the chat, I wanted you here because I felt like you deserved most to be in this position because of how serious you take your craft. Flowers,
Thank you.
love, and more prosper to your career, because there's so much more to come for you, especially when this plug network shit drops.
Thank you. I do take it very seriously,
Yeah.
because it's like the one staple that's been there that, you always have to really fight for. Me coming from my background, which has been pretty darn crazy too. I mean, toxic family system, toxic, relationships in certain life, in aspects and things. And that was always one thing that I had that was my own. And I'd have to fight for, to just keep it because it means a lot to me. It's like the one thing that kind of kept me going in life for that's one thing that's positive. Other than that, I would have been just always probably walking around like a deer in headlights, traumatized and not knowing who I am or what my purpose is, and which sometimes I still don't, but it's like, trying,
Yeah,
I'm doing
no,
the work the best I can, But that's one thing that I always had, like, because I started at young, like I started being on stage at, like 2.5 years old, and started out as a dancer. And that world in Northeast Ohio, coming from being from Warren, Ohio, it was taken very seriously. And I was always doing that. And then moving to Florida and doing Russian ballet and then being a competitive dancer. Right now, I'm on a girls' trip with my friends that I met on the drill team when we were in high school. And we just created such a bond together. And it's been like really amazing that we kept that going too, true, because life comes and goes, boyfriends come and go, husbands come and go, things like
yep,
that. But we always kept stuff consistent, and always to pick up right where we left off. Some of them, one girl I haven't seen since high school, and it's just been like amazing. And you really just have to keep, if something means a lot to you, you got to make it happen. You were just talking
yep,
about that recently on one of your podcasts. And, it's so true because
yep.
other than that, you'll live life with a lot of regrets and it'll just pass you by.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I'm learning that as I'm going, where it's just certain things in relationships you just got to keep. You just got to keep to that bond. It doesn't matter how long it. Me and Hav, that's a bond forever. We don't have, and we can always pick up and go no matter what, and we've proven that. You know what I mean? But while they're here, I don't talk to you every day, but when I see you, I melt. You know what I mean? Just because it's like, yo, like you're one of my favorite people. Like you're truly, like, when I'm around you or Jeff or anything like that, or I'm around Felix or anything like that, I get like, oh man, I'm with my cousins, I'm with my family, I'm with my, you know what I mean? I'm around that group of people that I'm actually low key excited to get into the car and go, no, I'm gonna go work with, or I'm about to go, smoke. You know me, I'm about to go just chill real quick in the background and just watch everybody work. I like the people watch. So yeah, you're one of those people that I just get like real bubbly around, just because it's like I know you take just as much as your craft serious that I take mine. You know what I mean? And you don't meet people like that. So when I get around people like that, I know that it's what I mean, we're here. You know what I mean? Even if you're on that side doing absolutely what you do, and I'm on this side smoking, I know shit is getting done. So
Yeah.
Jiggy Jeff is always he's doing something. He's always doing something because he's supposed to be here and this is his show. So
Cool.
but yeah,
Yeah. I mean, taking things seriously is kind of how I was brought up when it comes into the arts and stuff because my teachers that I had, they did not mess around. I mean, they were serious, and I mean, nowadays people would probably, consider it like abusive or something, but it was like there was no playing around. There was no laughing. There was no whatever. I remember like my first dance class, like being like 2.5 years old, little bit, my dance teacher was like, lesson number one, I never want to see you cry. If you cry, you're out the door. I don't care if it's 30 below, you will wait outside for your parents to get you. And it's like, okay, so that even when you were supposed to be a kid and playing around and doing things, it was like serious time, you know.
yeah.
My Russian ballet teacher was like the same way. And drill teams, same way. And a lot of professional people I've worked with in theater and everything. There was no playing around, when it was time to get serious.
There's no more grit. There's no more grit in the hustles. You know what I mean? Now it's just like, if I'm not gonna go viral. I'm not gonna make it. You know what I mean? There's no more grind or I gotta make this happen or I gotta perfect my craft no more. It's just like I'm just gonna throw some shit at the wall and see if it sticks.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't respect a lot of people. You know what I mean? In there, I mean, don't get it wrong. If we can go and we can go viral off of the skit that we hate the most, so be it. Fuck it.
Sometimes you never know. I mean, sometimes it's the stuff you just don't put any time, thought into that just takes off. And other things you put time and effort and whatever, and then, nothing happens. And it's like you just never know. You never know.
And then the improv one that we did in a one take and had a day old chicken, and I accidentally bit into it.
Right.
Is the one that
Mhm.
probably goes viral, and we're just like, I guess this is what we got to do now because that's how it happens too. Honestly, that's really how it happens. It's like a one person just decides, I'm just gonna pick up the camera, and I could have been going live for 2 years, and I get 2 views, and then the one day I'm just like, you know what I mean? You get 250,000 views, and you're waking up to 900 million fucking comments, and yeah,
Right.
it works. So it's
Yeah,
just a matter of time.
you
What is
never
what is
know.
your first of all, before we start, and before Tom Arnold comes in here, what's your mental health like, and how's everything?
Well, at this moment, it's really good because I'm with my core support girls, and I mean, but there are times that definitely, I mean, life and things and um just can be a roller coaster. And coming from a place where
Right.
you got to get that under control because for a long time I was pretty much in a state of like trauma, and just kind of fighting through things. And I'm serious, like when I was saying I'm kind of walking through life just kind of traumatized like a deer in headlights because of all the stuff that I experienced and was always coming at me on a regular basis, and
Right.
but making it through that, like it was, and still trying, it's worth it really in a way because I think you're able to kind of be there for other people that I, you know, wish I had when I was kind of going through this shit alone and not really understanding what I was up against, go fighting blind, at a lot of things. So right now, I hope it's good. I think it's good.
I mean,
Um, but staying regulated sometimes when I get super triggered about things, I'm always working on that, I guess, always working on it. Try not to,
Well, you look
you know,
you look great. Your background looks great. You look like you're enjoying a beautiful day. We're about to conduct this fucking awesome interview. It's a nice ass backyard. That's a nice ass backyard. I'll tell you that right now. Where you at, brother? Huh? Where you at?
where am I at? Where's who else? Who's
All right,
that?
me and
I'm
Nicole is on here right now. All right. Nah, I was just talking to Jeff, making sure everything is all good.
okay.
Yeah, so Plug Network, shouts out to them. They're a sponsor of the podcast. They brought us together, and it's about to go down. We have another cast day where it's like we're doing a bunch of like content on the 12th, I believe. So I'm excited to see that because you're on a nice chunk of this network. So this is like you're if there was an MVP on here, I'm voting Nicole Leonard. You know what I mean? So this is like right now, my face and Jeff's face, we're all over here because we kind of control the background with the podcast. But once this sketch comedy drops, like you're like damn near on everything. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel great about it because I always kind of had that dream, and that was a kind of comedy thing I enjoyed doing. And it was I did like an improv troupe for a while, and we were traveling around doing improv shows, but I kind of got into that when I was in the 7th grade. I fell in love with In Living Color, SNL, all those things I grew up with. And I was like, I want to do that. And it's nice to have that opportunity to kind of keep doing that. I, tried stuff on my own and ideas and things and whatever from throughout my life. But I like that kind of comedy because I'm maybe better at it than stand up. And I'm pretty sure better than the stand-up comedy thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I love that, I love that kind of comedy. I was like always into Carol Burnett and Lucy and things like that from classic stuff. So um it's just very inspiring to me. Um and I love it, it's good to laugh.
That's yeah,
Good
because
to
like
laugh.
I've always thought I was gonna be like a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? When you see me, I got the rapper look, I got, you know what I mean, I got the glasses and stuff like that. I'm always like something like I look like a rapper. I usually got my chains on or something like that. But I never thought I'd be like acting. And like it's a different feel. Like it gets you, it's like a high. It's really
Yeah.
like a
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
can hear
people
you.
do the same
It's like
thing, but it's a little different, different.
it's fire. Like I like it. Like, do you still get that high, or are you nervous, or
Sometimes I get super nervous, like, and sometimes I'll get so nervous, like I'll almost feel like I want to puke. um, but it's like that's just like the fear holding you back from the gate, and sometimes you just kind of don't have to care and just go for it and be over the top, and it's okay. And because people, you can't worry about what anybody's gonna say or think because you'll never get out of the gate with that. So
I,
I am still nervous because there's still sometimes, oh my gosh, what if they hate it, or what if it's, oh, it's like the end of everything and it's such a failure. But you know what? That's a big part of it. You have to fail. You have to fail repeatedly. And it's like trying to be a salesman. Every no is going to bring you closer to your yes sometimes. I don't know.
I don't think that's nervousness. I think you're just still really, really passionate about your craft.
You know,
I think, I think you're just really, really passionate about your craft because, like, when we go there, like when we go last, like every time we met, like I like looked at myself in the mirror, like, yo, I gotta take this shit more serious because you look at people like you and Dom and everybody else that like really, the voice projector, the voice projectory and things like that, and your faces and like just like the way that you take, like your director could talk to you and you understand exactly what they're talking about and stuff like that. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, when smoke break? Like when you know what I mean? Just like when are we gonna smoke? Like I felt like I could do this if I was better smoking, but like yeah, but all jokes aside, like yeah, you are MVP and everything. So Jeff Betty showing up.
Hola, hola, papi. I've
What
been
up,
waiting.
brother? How you doing, man?
Just getting set up right now. You know what I
No
mean?
doubt.
Ready for Thomas Arnold.
Thomas Arnold.
The big Tommy.
that's so awesome.
I know. This will be the second time he's on the show. He will be on the show. And we will have him on plenty more times. I'm sure. I'm actually trying to see what's his booking fee to see if we can actually get him to be a part of Plug.
That'd be awesome.
That would be fire.
Wow.
We will have to talk to him about that. He should be pulling up at any given. Let me get my water and shit like that. Yo, if y'all want
Okay.
plug whatever y'all want, like y'all networks or whatever on. If it says connect to y'all shit, just connect to whatever.
All right. Where am I? Anna.
And yes, I went camping this weekend, and I did play that album, the Afro Men. They had a Puerto Rican fest, so we got that. We got that part done. So yeah, just as Christmas. Oh. This camera's a stalker here. Jesus Christmas. Iron Man, this bitch. There you go. Yes. Yo, Nicole, your background is so gorgeous. Like, oh my God. It looks
It
so
is
beautiful out there.
amazing here. And I'm like in Idaho. I've never been to Idaho. A couple of my friends live out this way, and it was so wild flying into here yesterday. And I wasn't expecting to like get out of the plane and just be outside and boom, like in the mountains. I was like, whoa. I'd never seen this area before. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's amazing. It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Whole different world, it's really something. It really is amazing.
You gotta enjoy the little sceneries. Like when I went to Arizona, those mountains. Oh my God. It's so amazing. So
I mean, I
fucking
don't know.
amazing.
Like I got like mountains in the background. There's snow on them and stuff. Can you see kind of?
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. So, it's like so weird the temperature, it's like freezing, and now it's cooking.
That's how it be. That's how it be. I love driving. I hate driving, but I love driving to different parts of the country. And then like you see the weather changing. Like you could go to Ohio to Florida and just see it just like get warm.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very true. Very true. So you're in Wyoming right now?
I flew into Wyoming, and I'm actually in Idaho right now.
Okay. Idaho potatoes.
Idaho. You'd have been
Idaho.
out.
You know Idaho. That's dope. That's dope.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, never been. Nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, as a black person, I've never been there either. So, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of area, a lot of land, a lot of grass and shit.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of land. It's not what I expected. I was expecting like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of desert meets, I don't know. I can't explain.
Yeah, I mean,
A lot of pine
I
trees.
feel like Idaho is somewhere that I would be like on
Yeah,
probation for sure. Like
yeah.
I need to get away. I'm not trying to be in
You're a
trouble. Go to
street
Idaho.
Yeah.
Being black.
Well,
For
I mean,
appearing
I
black.
haven't really seen much of the
Yeah,
sights yet. I've just
I feel
arrived,
like
but
I used to black people there in 14.
I don't think I've seen that many black people out here
It's
yet.
not that
Oh,
many black
you
people.
won't. You won't. It's Idaho. You won't. Oh, that's
Yeah.
dope. Though. How long are you there for?
Just this weekend. Just the weekend, then it's
Oh,
back to the grind, back to work.
yeah, man. It's always fun to get away. It sucks coming back to your job. It always sucks coming back.
Well, I love my job. I just changed jobs again, and I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'm actually looking
Alright.
forward to going back. So, but I've had those jobs where it's like, oh no, this is bad, hard.
That's awesome, though, man. Idaho
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah, I guess they grow really good potatoes out here. Big.
What the fuck else can they grow out there?
I think it's a staple.
Here
But I
is
forgot
the living
social media.
legend. He's a returning guest. He's the man.
Jesus.
The one, the only motherfucking Tom Arnold. What's going on,
Whoa,
man?
Jesus. You hear that, son? What they're saying about your dad? Fucker.
He's the
Hi, guys.
man. He's the
How are you?
man.
Thank you, buddy.
How's it going, man? You look you look fucking amazing, brother.
You hear that about your dad? Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Nice. I
How
got
you
my
feeling?
I'm good. I'm on the road doing this comedy tour. I got my 13-year-old son here helping me. He loves it. He's tough on me. He's a good boy. But I like it when he hears good things about his dad. It's a good thing.
You're the man, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It's,
Yeah, you
right?
were on here last time, and it looked like you lost some weight. You look like you look like you actually got younger since the last time I seen you. So you living healthier. That's
Yeah.
good.
Mm-hmm.
You
Feel
hear
that I
that?
have
You hear
that-
that what they said about your dad? Yeah.
Yeah, I had get your sister on so she can hear too. I had a little back surgery. So recovering from that is a pain in the ass. But other than that, doing good. 75 city tour. That's a lot. That's a lot of traveling. But things are going well,
Sweet.
and good to be here with you guys.
It's our pleasure, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
last time you was with us, it was just me and Jay. Jay will be following up
Oh,
in a
that's
little bit, but I brought some people with me, Tom. Since
nice.
the last time I've seen you, I actually became an actor. I am in a movie and a sketch comedy that we have in Ohio, and these two right here are some of the most talented, like go hard human beings I
Yeah.
know, and I just really wanted to introduce you to them
Yeah.
because
Well,
they're my inspiration.
well, I know Ludacris up top there. And who's Chris
Hi,
Bridges?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Hi,
Hi,
Nicole.
Nicole.
Hi.
Hi, Nicole. I gotta
Hi.
say, I have to say, my buddy, the host, I thought there was he looks like one of the guys who's going to do the drone bombing at the White House at the USC event, like the brains of the operation, man. He's-
Hey,
Yeah,
he still got it,
yeah.
man. He
Like
still got
you have a good.
do I have it?
it. He
Yeah,
still got it.
Well,
he
it's
definitely
good. I'm
got
glad
it.
you're
Yeah, he
doing
knows
that.
how to read people real good, man.
He's
It's
doing
good.
really good at it.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Oh,
that.
yeah. Well, now you have an improv group. Is that right? You guys do improv?
Yes, sir.
Well, we do improv, yes, but we've been doing sketch comedy right
Oh,
now.
sketch comedy's great.
A lot of it, we do improv
Yeah.
because that's the how we get going.
We
Right.
try to stay on the
Right,
script though. We try to read the script then.
but
That's
yeah,
good.
so that's pretty exciting
Yeah.
to be doing that. It's so much fun.
Well, to be people are like, how do I become an actor? What's the best thing I can do? I go do some improv with a group. Then you do sketch. You build up your sketches by doing improv. Then you do everything. You get it. Whatever happens, you show up on the set. You're ready for everything. And so, because you don't want to fuck it up, if it's your big break,
Right.
because you will get a big break, and you better be ready for everything. So, yeah, you guys are doing the right thing. Got a funny chick.
Yeah.
Guys, you got everything. I can't even tell what I'm looking at here, but that's great. And you
Yeah,
love it.
and
Yeah.
and yeah, and our boss, the guy that's behind this June Nature, he has a whole network that's behind this. That's like production team. He's doing everything the right way. He's paying his crew. I'm trying to tell him like he's doing everything right, but he's trying to make everything perfect. Is there anything that you could like tell him as because me, I'm just a regular guy to him, but I've seen some shit. But
Yeah.
is there anything that you could tell our boss where he could just feel like he's actually on the
You can
right
relax a little bit.
path of
Well,
doing what he's
he's your boss, so he's doing something right.
Yeah.
The idea that he's working so hard for everybody, that's a good thing. And the perfectionist thing, because nothing is ever perfect. And I kind of don't want it perfect if it's, especially if you're creative like you guys. I mean, you'd like to think he's paying the crew.
Yep.
He's ahead of 90% of the people out here in
Yep.
Hollywood. So, but you like him, you guys like him. That's a very positive thing, and he's really tried to do this, which will benefit him, but also you guys.
whoa, our boss.
I like him. I like him. Shut the fuck up. I like him.
Okay.
I love
I,
him. June Nature is the man. June Nature
I
is the man.
take back Ludacris. It's Cat Williams up there. He is so funny. Cat Williams is the funniest. I mean, he is. He gets in big. What do you call it? Beefs with people, but he is so
Yeah.
freaking funny.
Yes.
But your boss, he knows. I mean, first of all, Tom Arnold's on his show. Guy's been doing this for 45 years. But this second time on the show too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, come back.
Second time.
And I don't know. Yeah, the lighting. The only thing is Boro. Am I pronouncing your name right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, Luciano. You're sitting in a wrong position. You're looking to the right of the camera, and it looks like we got kind of a profile of you. You got that like wife beater on. You're like not well groomed. But other than that, everybody, I mean, everybody everybody's good. You're letting the other people shine. Look at those beautiful eyes. See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to
Hey,
show
dog.
those, man. That's your money makers.
Ooh.
You look like a whole
Yeah,
honest as shit.
yeah.
You look like a whole different person.
Honestly, Tom, I keep it real
Yeah.
with you, man. This is I like to have my guys treat it where it's just like celebrities come on here and we treat you guys like everybody else. But you know what? The work that you guys put in, it's not like I thought, being an actor, because I'm an artist. So I like to make everybody feel comfortable. But you guys put in so much work and everything that when you come on podcasts, everybody makes you get to ask the same questions and things like that. So I just want to make it feel like we're just kicking it. You know what I mean? It's not no uptight things like that. So it's just we just hanging and stuff like that. But
this is not like the other podcasts. Get a little psychodrama right off the top.
Tom is got
And I'm going to tell you about actors, at least me. My goal is to do my thing and get the fuck out of there. Go home. When are we done? I'm gonna do it. Tell me what I need to do. I'll do it all, and then I'll get moving. And a podcast, you get a chance to chat with people,
Yeah.
and try to remember them from when you're on before, so your brain is going, who the fuck's this guy? Okay, I get it. Now I remember. I remember. And then you got the Blackhawks guy there. Is he? Are you in Chicago?
No, I'm in Ohio right now too.
Okay, got it, got it. Where in Ohio are you guys?
I'm in Columbus.
Oh, okay, it's a good place, man. Like it a lot. I did a show.
He's everywhere. I'm in Youngstown.
Of course you are. Where all the fucking criminals are. Now, uh, there is a guy I work with named Hot Dog Wally who hired me to do videos for his hot dog. This guy's from Youngstown. This guy, man, he's connected, but he's sure good to me and my kids with the free hot dogs and the money. But I can just tell by he owns 150 snow plows. There's some other stuff, but he's a great dude. Youngstown's famous for all their criminals, Yeah, so I'm doing a stand up show. I thought it was in a casino outside of Columbus, hour and a half outside. God, what was it called? Lambo, whatever. And then as I'm driving, the guy's like, "No, it's a castle." Like, what? So you assume somebody has a castle an hour and a half outside of Columbus. It's going to be a shitty castle.
Yeah.
Where I've come from, there's a dude to build a castle. I'm from Iowa, southeast Iowa, farm town.
Yes,
He's
sir.
like, I'm building a castle. And it was just, people will come far and wide. And it was just horrible. Some white trash thing out in the thing. But we got to this place and Landall's something. It is so beautiful. And you're out in the middle of nowhere, but it's so beautiful. The accommodations are beautiful. And it was shocking how nice it was. So that was fun. I thought it was casino, big money, but it was really great. It was great to take a little break,
Yeah,
get out
man.
there.
I had one question about Iowa.
Yeah,
You talk about how stand up saved your life basically before giving you direction, like living as a kid in Iowa. Looking back now, was comedy really the dream, or was it a survival like that accidentally became a career?
that's a good question. It was this survival first because you guys know this. If you live in a town, well, if you live in where I lived, it's a rough town. It's a
Yeah.
factory town, all factories, and the older boys growing up were assholes, and you weren't big enough to beat him up yet, and just rough. And there was a couple guys. There's a guy named Ammo that lived across the street, and he was 3 years older and just a savage. And first, we tried to be friends with him because we knew he'd already punched us, and so I go, let's try to be friends with this dude, man. Maybe he'll like us. And he's like, you guys want to go for a ride in my truck? We're like, yeah. He goes, get in the back. And then he got on the highway swerving. We're just barely holding on for our lives. I mean, he's a psychopath. So you do try to make people laugh.
Yep.
And because if you could do that, if you generally could do it, it takes some, even the worst people are kind of, that's something.
Yep.
And you don't have to deal with them all the time. And you don't have to deal with, none of the girls liking you, if they think, oh, but you're the funny guy. And so what I was doing was Johnny Carson, they had to sing Karnak the Magnificent that Ed McMahon would do with him.
Yep.
He put on the tournament. So I just stole that and would do it at all the parties, all the keggers, all that. We had a lot of parties. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of shit going on, and people, I liked it. I liked how it felt, and I was the guy. Let's get Artie up here and do his thing. What are you drinking from Starbucks? You're 13. What is it? God damn it. This kid. So yeah, it was good there. But then I knew, I was like, I wanted some contests in town around the area. I wrote the taste great, less filling. What beer was that? They had these great commercials,
Mhm.
and I said I wanted to be in one. and wrote, and I heard back from the company and this and that. I thought, well, that's good. You're to tell Wyoming if you could people out there in the real world, they'll respond to you.
Right.
And then I became so crazy that I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on TV, going to be in movies. I live in Tobo, Iowa. Nobody's ever done it, but that 100% sure I was going to do it. And you need to be that kind of crazy, like
Yeah.
100% sure. And my solution was leave at Tobo, where everybody does the same job, everybody looks the same. Get to the University of Iowa, man. That'll be a game changer. They got a stage, they got the writers' workshop. All I got to do is get there, famous in 2 weeks. That's not how it went, but getting there required me to work on the kill floor of a meat packing plant for 3 years because my dad was so freaking tight. So, but that's what I did. I'm like, whatever it takes, get up there. They had a bunch of comedy clubs in Minneapolis. What would happen is me and my 50 friends, I come in and open the shows, the real shows at the university, and then real comedians would come down from Chicago or Minneapolis. Me and my 50 friends would drink Gatorade Punch, which is Everclear with powdered Gatorade in it. We'd be so
Oh my
drunk.
God.
And then I'd do my show, think I was hilarious. And then my 50 buddies would stand up and we'd leave. We'd go out to really party. And the guy that booked the room from out of town said, hey, if you get your friends to stay one time, we will give you a job at this club, Minneapolis. I go, "Okay, I'm in." So we did it. I had no money. I had $100 and all my clothes were in a trash bag. Got on a bus, showed up Minneapolis Comedy Cabaret. I said, the guy's like, whoa. I go, I'm here for the job. I don't have much money. I have to live around here. I don't have a car or a driver's license. And he's like, whoa, whoa. Tom, the job is one weekend for $15. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm here. I better get a job. And I walked over to a place called Wade's Pub that's pretty well known. Got a job as a bouncer and bar back. Met a waitress that was looking for one roommate, $100 a month. There was 5 people living together. So, started. And then the jobs were just, now I look at it like, that's so crazy. Sleep on people's couches, go over, drive all over the Midwest.
Man.
No money, but I loved it. I go, this is it. I love every part of this. I know I'm going to end up doing something out in the real show business, but I'm enjoying this for a few years. And that's, it's crazy because now I'm like, whoa, that's disgusting. I would never put myself in that position. But if you believe like that, then I'm 100% sure you will get the opportunity.
Amen.
And just prepare for that opportunity. So when that light comes on, you're like, you're gold.
Yep.
You've seen it all, you've done it all. And, you got to like the ups and downs and rejection. And find that that's hilarious. And how shitty people will treat you sometimes. And so you also have to live a life. Now, when I went to Minneapolis, 83 to 88, I worked at First Avenue. Just happened to be the job I got there. And everybody, all the musicians came through there. Prince, they were filming Purple Rain. I got to play basketball with him, stay up late, and go out there and do this stuff, and all these different really cool bands. And so that part was fun. And then there was the work in the comedy clubs, but musicians like comedy,
Yes.
and comedians want to be musicians. So, I that's was a great place, and I met Roseanne when I was 23.
Yep.
She came. The club owner said, "I saw a woman in Denver. She's so damn funny," and I said, "You guys are going to hit it off," and she's coming in this week. Once you guys do the show together, and so she was so funny. She wasn't famous yet, but she was just so different and funny. We hit it off. And the MC is a woman named Liz Winstead, who created The Daily Show. Very nice person, Liz. And I said, we don't have a car. Can we borrow your car? And we'll take good care of it. And Roseanne and I never came back. Went out, partied, and stuff. And she was cool. She's older, but she had kids. I thought, that's cool. Got all this stuff, different kind of, talked about feminism and all this stuff. I'd worked at a meat packing plant before. I liked that she was different like that.
Yeah.
And she liked that I would, if anybody messed with her, I'd be right in there. So
Yeah.
that was our relationship. Friends. She said, would you start writing jokes for me for Johnny Carson? I go, yeah, because you know my character. Start doing that. I see you go on Johnny Carson. I'd be sitting back there in Minneapolis. My buddies like, how I wrote that, and now it's on TV. Can you believe that?
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy. And then she's like, I did her HBO special, which was the first time I was in LA. I played her dream husband. Her husband that she was still married to was the other husband, but they were getting divorced. But anyway, she said, I've got a TV show coming. I want you to play my husband on that. And I said, guys, that seems, I don't know. She goes, "It's people that do Cosby, they're big time." I go, yeah, but you want me to act as your husband? I said, I haven't done a lot of acting. Why don't I just write the show? And she's like, that's a good idea. And John Goodman, I mean, they're really great actors. So my first job was writing a show that was the number one show for 6 years. I got to hire all my comic friends. I'd see people, Norm McDonald's, the people that I worked with that I knew were funny and kind of different takes. And all my roommates from Minneapolis. And I thought, I'll teach them how to write a script, the form, because
Yeah.
anybody can learn that. Like, you can't make people funny and
Yeah.
different. And I thought, well, this is my first job. So the other executive producer is old time Hollywood, Jay Daniels, very cool guy. He just left Moonlighting. So I said, what you hire 10, we have a lot of writers. If you hire 10, it's like old school Hollywood
Yeah.
writers, I'll have my 10 buddies. I think that'll be a good team. I think we'll get some stuff done. And it was. And very grateful that, I got that opportunity. Son, I'm coughing.
You good?
I got the opportunity. So I got very lucky. But then the second year of the show, 89, there were other writers like, Artie, you have to be on the show. You have to act. Everybody knows you and Rosetta together.
Yeah.
People will watch that. And so I'm like, okay, so they write a character, Arnie Thomas. All my characters in anything are versions of my name. But I was scared shitless. I'd done some acting, but I was like, what if I screw this up for my fiance? And there were people gunning for me
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
because outsider, not the kind of experience they want. I fired a bunch of people only because they disrespected Roseanne. She did not get created by credit on her own show
Right.
about her own life with her name on it. So that was a problem for her.
Yeah.
And she'd come up with something, they'd say no, and I go up to the writer's room, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. It's her show. She's always right. I'm just gonna tell you that. Now, I don't know how to finesse this any better, but if you continue to disrespect her, I'm going to throw you out the fucking window. I know I'll get better. I know I'll get better, but you clear house, and I was a very reasonable boss to the guy once we got it right. I said,
Yeah.
you can badmouth Roseanne all you want. That's what you do on a show. You badmouth the star. I get that. It's never going to leave this room. Um, but I just want you guys to do your best work. You're lucky. You know these characters. Write it good. We got to go outside of the box, man. We got to do stuff that maybe other people haven't done. Our family looks different. Roseanne looks different. But we have these great actors. Laurie Metcalf, brilliant actors. John Goodman,
Yes,
Estelle
sir.
Parsons, all these people around her. And she had no acting experience, but they loved the way her comedy, like they really respected that, these respected actors. And it went both ways. We got great kids but it was centered around her and what she did. And, it was great. It was great for 6 years, the best 6 years of the show. But anyway, it was fun.
That's awesome, bro. You got to play basketball with Prince.
Nicole,
Sorry.
Nicole and Jeff is actually writing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, that's good to be right. That's very good.
Nicole actually writing.
Yep.
That's good.
I've been waiting for a while, so
You got to create your own work, man. At some point, the old days, like I'm a comedian, that's all I do, or I'm an actor. Writing is the key to everything, And it's like when you're writing something and it's good, it's like a connection from up above that you can't even explain, and the stuff starts flowing into you, and you got to write it down. But
Yeah.
there is something that feels good, if I'm writing somebody a thank you note, feels good. But if
Yeah.
you're writing something, you picture the characters, keep doing that. There's a lot of people that says I can't do that. Well, you can, and you want to learn how to do it better, and you learn by writing and writing and writing, because you'll go back to your early writing, and go, what was I thinking? That is so stupid. But that's because you're getting so much better.
Right.
Got to work hard.
That's the goal. We for season 1, June, Leighton Lenore, our guy, he's our boss. He wrote most of the sketches. I wrote a couple of them at the end. But season 2, he's bringing on me and Nicole as writers. So yeah, man, I love creating. I love creating, whether it's music, whether it's movies, whether it's scripts, or whatever it is. I
Yeah.
just like to get that off my chest. So to hear that story is hell of inspiring, man.
Yeah. Well, first of all, your boss's name is Lenora.
Yeah,
That's a boy. He's a boy.
Leighton Lenore Lopez. His
Yeah.
mom
We
is
just,
Lenore.
I just call him
Family
Junior.
name.
Let's
That's
call
right.
him June. All right, let's call
I
him
call him
June.
Leighton.
I'm not calling him that.
Okay. Well, let me say this. You're coming on season 2, and I don't know how the writing room or if you write stories, they go, yeah, turn this into a script. I don't know if you have access, you're on the, writing room or you're with other people, because some people are great joke punch up people. Some people are great story people. And whatever it is, I mean, you want to be able to do it all, but you'll find pretty quick, this is my specialty. And that people, as you're putting together a team for a show, I mean, there's no show without writers.
Yeah.
We had great writers. There's no show without writers. And coming on season 2, that's nice because they got all the stuff together. Season 1, kind of making things run. So it's a great opportunity for you guys, and I'm sure you will. I'm sure you've been thinking about it. I'm sure you've been planning a little bit. What if this? Taking notes about what you want to do and maybe ideas, and then you'll definitely hit the ground running. You bring in new writers
Yeah.
that are on top of it. It's so much life is so much easier. What we would do is me and the other executive producer would go, what do we want to accomplish this year? We had to do 25 episodes. I said, well, here's the arc. We do the arc for the whole year, and then we start. He'd get everybody in the writers' room, and then start pitching. Well, what if this episode's this, that? I go, yay or nay. I go, that's a good idea. Let's give me an outline. They give
Yeah.
me an outline, do some notes on it, and then I turn it back over to them, and they give the way it works is and it's very important that everybody gets to write a script because that's residuals for. And I don't give a shit if you wrote the script, but your name's got to be on the script,
Yep.
and especially my 10 friends. So they do that, and any scripts are written kind of by everybody. I don't know if you guys do it where they go alone and that's what you do, but ultimately the best things you put them out there, everybody puts their stuff on it. You keep your name on it, and that's and you support each other and do these things. That's the best. So, all right, I'm done talking. What else you got?
Who else got a question?
Thank
Let's
you.
go. Go ahead.
Me go ahead. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sharing all this,
Hey,
especially being
Yes.
like writing and everything. I've always done that. I was fortunate to take a class many years ago from a writer by the name of Mark Weston, and I learned a lot from him. Years ago when I lived in New York, and in Brooklyn, I kind of had opportunities come and was very close to making it and things like that. And I met somebody and I writing a screenplay, and back then I did it on a typewriter.
Mhm.
And I was on crutches at the time too, and I was crutching to the Staples to get more typewriter written and everything, but just to keep going. And thank you because some of the stuff is like old ideas, just kind of revisited, and that's there too that we're doing. And
Right.
I've learned just a lot just from. Thank you for just sharing everything with your
No,
story.
literally, bro. You gave me
So
a lot
cool.
of like perspective.
Yeah. Well, if you were close to making it, then you could have made it. Whatever you got it. Whatever it is, for real. That's the real truth. If you get and let's say you're auditioning for a big movie, your second choice. A lot of people give up, but you're that close, and it may be that the casting person liked the other person's shirt.
Yeah.
That's that, or maybe they had to cast that person even before you came in and blew everybody away. You know, who knows what it is? Maybe they're having a terrible day. Maybe they, uh, I always say maybe they hate Jews. I'm Jewish. Maybe I did cast they hate Jews. So whatever it is,
We
it's you
love
take it
you.
personally, but you could have done your best work in there and not they wouldn't have cast you because they have
Yeah.
made decisions they legally like. Well, we're going to see some people. It's like getting a new coach in the NFL, the Rooney Rule. They're supposed to see a variety of potential head coaches, but they kind of fake it. They already know who they want. They bring some guys in and mess with them, and so. But it's like that. But
Mhm.
you can break through to people that were not counting on you being, because then they're like, well, I got somebody fresh here. I'm going to look good.
Yeah.
I'm bringing up this fresh person who wants to do all this stuff. Nobody's heard of her. It's going to make me look good. And everybody I hired that, all my friends who were comedians and whatever, people are like, that's so kind of you. I go, they made me look good. When you hire good people, there's some things you do just because they're your friends, you want to keep their insurance. But if you hire good people, it's very selfish because they make you look good. So I'm excited to see what happens and with you guys. And what's the show about?
Oh my
It's
God! I
just
was trying to get a
it's
couple
like a Key
clips.
and Peele. It's like Key and Peele Chappelle show. It's like a bunch of
Oh, I love
sketches.
that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a Chappelle in living color. Like it's just
Yeah.
sketch
Yeah.
comedy, just like random things of like
Costumes and all type of different scenarios.
we were actually trying to see what was the budget like, so we could actually see if we could offer you something. Come
Yeah.
on and do like a 7 minute sketch with us, and like
Hmm.
we would love to have you on and do anything that we can to just have
Hmm.
you come to Ohio and just
Hmm.
work with us and just show us the
Hmm.
the game.
Yeah. Well, that's very possible. I now that I know you guys, um, I'd love to know kind of the area of the sketch you're thinking. We communicate back and
Absolutely,
forth and see how did this play out.
absolutely.
Okay, here's an idea I have. But then that seems like something that'd be very fun. So, you know, all those shows you described are very cool.
Yeah,
They're
man.
each a little different than the other. They each got a little something. Mad TV is different. Saturday Night Live
Yep.
was,
Yep.
the first. That was very different. But they used to in the 50s, the first TV shows ever were live. The Sid Caesar shows had all this great, right? Neil Simon, all these different guys who went on to be huge. And they say he was super crazy, but they did sketches live that they'd just written. Jackie Gleason, the same thing, live show. Can you freaking imagine
Yeah.
the pressure? And I think that those shows are the best shows ever on TV, and everybody else since then has gone. I'm going to try to make a show like this
Yeah.
because even Roseanne was sort of like the honeymooners. I
Yeah.
mean, when you start at the top like that, but then you got to times change the world. You got to add your thing, and it's like Christmas movies. I've done probably 23 Christmas movies. This is the same story. It ends up with great Christmas. All the miracles happen. The father and I might be Santa Claus. They can start in exotic locations or whatever, but it all comes back to what people
Christmas.
need to see,
Yeah.
and people need to laugh when you do your stuff, and people need to connect with it, and people need to go, this isn't like the other stuff. It's a little different, very funny. That's when are super successful.
Definitely.
Yeah, you see in the comments, the boss is in there. He's very interested. We've talked about it, and
Hmm.
it makes sense. I would love for you to actually see the work that we have, because like
Hmm.
when you see
That would help.
Nicole,
That would help. That's a good idea.
yeah, when you see Nicole and you
Yeah.
see what we got going on and the talent that we have in Youngstown and in Columbus and around, and you see how serious that we're actually taking it, And of course, the money's great. All money ain't great money, but of course, you'll be well taken care of, and the areas that we have are like security off and blocked to the public and stuff like that. So you very Hollywoodish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the reason why he's so uptight about it. So at first it was like I didn't understand his method, but he just wants everything to be as professional as possible. So
That's
we'll make
understandable.
sure that everything is compensated from your travels to
Oh, yeah.
whatever you need in the budget. Like we'll make sure that it's compensated. So
Right.
comfortable as possible. And yeah, man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's called Plug Network. It's supposed to be like a Tubi app, but like for our local acts in Ohio. We're
Right.
just trying to let people have their content, and we're just trying to push it out. We're trying to work together, be united. Have things where we're pushing pod stars, and you can get Tom Arnold to talk and give you some game, and
Yeah,
now
pay
your
him.
prices go up. You know what I mean? That's all. We just trying to network.
Yeah.
The big
Yeah.
part there is networking. But real quick, Tom,
Yes, sir.
my brother just stepped in the building. If you remember Jay,
Yeah,
he's
of course.
the biggest Nick fan. He's
Really?
first of all, his
Once you
life
got
is
once
amazing.
you got a Blackhawks jersey on, when the Knicks just won the championship,
Yeah.
first
Well,
time in 50.
I wore my Knicks jerseys all week. I've been wearing them all,
Oh
bro.
no, not
Okay.
Ludacris. No, we're not talking about Ludacris. We're not talking about Cat Williams. We're
Oh
talking
yeah.
about Jay.
Wait,
Jay,
wait,
all
wait a
the way
minute.
over there. Yeah,
Okay.
Jay's the biggest Knicks fan, and of course, we just seen the Knicks win their first championship after like 54 years. Orange, what is it? Orange
53.
and blue
53.
skies. 53
years.
years.
Orange and blue skies, baby.
I know
Yeah.
there's been times that you've been there on that court side and
Uh-huh.
you watched the motherfuckers get their ass whipped.
Yeah.
Whipped. How did it feel to actually see them win? Did you care?
I'm always happy when somebody wins that hasn't won. And whether it be the St. Louis Blues or whatever team or the Washington Nationals or Washington hockey team, if
Yep.
my team doesn't win, especially once my team won the Stanley Cup in 2014, the Los Angeles Kings. And the reason when I lived in the Midwest, I was like a Minnesota North Star fan. They're in Texas now, but I moved out there in 1988 at the same time Wayne Gretzky did. I thought that's a sign I'm going to be a Kings fan. And then people were like, we're never going to win. And then we had a miraculous. We were down 3-0. Came back and won that Stanley Cup. I mean, that's an extraordinary way to win.
Yeah.
Whether you're the Boston Red Sox or Chicago Cubs, and you're happy that now when your team doesn't win, you kind of ignore the playoffs a little bit. Then you're like, I got to pick someone to root for because I want to keep watching. And
Right.
the Knicks, I'm happy for that place. The owner is a hole, but that happens. The owner and his dad. But I was very excited, and that be in Madison Square Garden for basketball, very excited. Be courtside, and to be there for hockey
Yeah.
is very excited. And I had some moments. If you're at a hockey arena down at the goal, they have holes drilled in the plexiglass. So the breeze comes in, and I was watching the Rangers versus the Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and Sidney Crosby, who's really my favorite player now, comes up. I stuck my nose in because I wanted to smell it. It's important to smell these places if you're going to watch them on TV. Once in a while, you go down and smell, then you watch it on TV. You go, I know what that smells like. I know what he's doing. Yeah. Anyway, he took a stick and touched the end of my nose. Could have ripped it off, and just was laughing. I thought, I love that guy, man. So, but New York, I'm happy for the city. I've been there when the Yankees have won. Had a buddy. I was at his wedding. David Wells, Boober Wells, big guy, and it's so exciting. It's so honored to get to hang out with them during the playoffs, and then they win, and that the cavalcade of stars or whatever that freaking praise coming. People, New York has everybody, man,
Yeah.
everybody, and
Right.
to see everybody come out, man, it's just such a good feeling. And everybody's buddies for a couple days, which is great, and everybody's so freaking happy. And that's a good thing to be happy. So happy for them. I was a little surprised. I kept waiting for them to, because they were on a run. People that are on a run, they can't just start screwing up, whatever. But they came together at the right time, and the right guys made shots and did, and they were playing a team that could have won the. In fact, when San Antonio played OKC, like kids are were watching, I go, "This is the championship." I don't even know who they play after this, but
Yeah,
this series seems like
that's what everybody thought.
yeah. So it made it better when people don't believe in you. Jason Brunson, they criticize him, and they don't. And what's that? Jalen Brunson? Sorry, honey. Um, but you know what? That if you're good, that motivates you. Like I'm gonna take that hate and shove it up their asses. But you also got to be the guy that does it.
Yep.
You got to shoot the ball. There's so much
Hmm.
pressure, and to see them do that, and just a great feeling. And I hopefully they won't do it next year. Hopefully the Lakers will do it. But you know, it's good once in a while when things happen like that. It's a good feeling.
Definitely was. That was
Hmm.
great to see. Great to see.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Well, what we'll
Nicole,
do,
you got
we'll
anything
talk.
to add?
We'll start communicating. I'll make sure the pod. Now, wait a minute. Who's the pod star guy? Upper.
Burrow.
Can I
Jay,
see
Jay,
him?
yeah,
Is he? Let me see. Okay, I see. There's 5 of us up here.
Hmm.
Is the
yeah.
pod star guy one of those? I mean, I know him better in Toronto or something.
I got that up here. No,
All right.
nah, but yeah, I could definitely have you guys. I've met him. We
Mhm.
communicated. I was pod star of the podcast of the month. You know what I mean? We've
Mhm.
done so much business. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's all there. So we'll definitely be in contact and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I love talking with you. You know what I mean? You're not one
Thank
of
you.
those guys that give a half-ass interview. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just wanted to bring my guys over here.
Mhm.
Is there a way we could get like a plug network shout out so that way we could put this up
Yeah, tell
there?
me what to say. And the pod star guy, I I would not recognize him in a crowd of one, but I do know
That's
he's a nice
hilarious.
guy. He's trying to do something different. He's got a very attractive wife who is very supportive of all. Sometimes you get these guys who are like, "Here's what I'm going to do," and we all know that, guys. Here's how I'm going to do with my life, man. And it's crazy. And not many women are like, "All right, got your back." A lot of them are like,
Oh,
"Oh Jesus." Same with men. I don't know if Nicole, is it Nicole or Nicole? The print is
no.
so small on here. I don't know if you're straight or gay, but partners, when you say this is what I'm going to do with my life, unless it's what they're doing, they're like, yeah, I don't want to. I want you to get a real job, do a real thing, but once in a while they're like, I got your back, and that makes life so much better if your family has your back or your
Well,
buddies or whatever.
yeah, it makes a huge difference because I've had people say, "Oh, I support you 100%, you whatever," and it is the absolute
Mhm.
opposite.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you got to fight like hell to to just
Well, there's
to be,
jealousy too. You
yeah,
got to deal with the jealousy. You start actually doing things. They said they wanted to support you, but they were not counting on this. They're
right.
counting on, maybe you failing and going, okay, I need. But you
Hmm.
start getting success, and it's like they're like, whoa, this is getting hard for me. It's
Yep.
hard for me that you're so
this is
successful.
what I tell
And you
them
say, what in the
all
hell?
the
Yeah,
time.
get out of here. So, all right. Well, listen,
This,
tell me what to say about exactly what to say right now.
the app is called the Plug Network. Just if you could just just give you a little your little spill. This is Tom Arnold. Just showing love and letting you know to go support Plug Network because you do just Plug Network. Just
I got you, Tom.
Plug
Okay.
Network.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. You know what? Jeff is better with words. Go ahead, Jeff. Let
Just
him know
say
what it
this is Tom Arnold here watching the Plug Network.
Tom Arnold, what the Plug Network? What am I doing?
Just say
What's the
this is
word? You
just say this is Tom
Tom
Arnold.
Arnold
You're
with
watching the
Plug
Plug
Network.
Network.
Oh, hey, that's a good one. Made way simpler. You're definitely a writer. Don't let that guy get me out. Okay. Hey, everybody. It's Tom Arnold, and I'm plugging the Plug Network. Check it out.
Nice.
Thank you.
No,
All
Boom,
right,
baby.
there
Hey,
guys.
you go.
Have a good day.
You too. You have
Hey
a great
man, we
day.
love you over here,
thank you,
Tom.
brother.
Thank you.
Much.
We're gonna have you on the show again. Hopefully, we can
Okay.
have you on the network, and we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
work even in person, man.
Okay,
Be safe,
man. We'll
brother.
so we'll try to make everything work. Thank you guys very
For
much.
sure.
Good
Safe
All right,
luck to you
man.
travels in
guys.
the
Love you,
comedy
man.
tour. Thank you.
All
Thank you guys. Okay, son, how do I hang this up? What do you do? There you go.
right.
Dude, bro. He's a legend. He's a
He's a
legend.
Now we
big
got
boy. He's a
anything, and
That was awesome, guys. Way to go. Yeah, yeah.
that's Tom Arnold, ladies and gentlemen.
That was Tom Arnold.
He's dope as hell.
Soul Plane,
He's
nigga.
dope as hell. He's like a normal guy.
Soul Plane,
I
nigga.
used to get nervous because I'm sure you guys had like whole questions for him and all that. We just
No.
start talking.
I asked that nigga one question. He went on 30 minutes, so I let it go. I was cool. I was like, bam, got my clip.
Yeah.
So I had 10
Yeah.
questions. But, hey,
I mean, he pretty much
what-
answered the questions I was gonna pretty much ask him anyway, because
Look,
just by
I
telling
only
his
had one more
story,
question. I only had one
like
more
a
question.
lot of it, I had no idea.
It was Prince. I'm like, this nigga say he hooped with Prince. Who won? How many boards did Prince have? Like, did he have on the Prince shoes when he played you? Was he wearing purple? Y'all did this in
I think we
Minnesota.
talked about that on the last episode.
So many questions I had to ask nigga
I
about
think we
Prince. But
talked about
I let it go. I let it go.
I mean,
That
we
was
can have
dope, man.
another opportunity. That was I mean, like I said, like Tom Arnold, he just talks. He's a regular guy. I don't like he definitely took a shot and an uppercut and definitely two-piece my ass.
Oh yeah, he piece
So,
that. No doubt about it. No doubt about
yeah,
it.
he
I mean, I was
definitely
called
tried
Cat
to
Williams,
right
nigga.
in.
So I don't feel
Yeah,
bad for you. I was called
yeah,
Cat
he
Williams.
gave you a shot too. He said, "Yo, oh yeah,
Chris
that's
and
Louis."
Cat Williams. Two niggas at once. I'll take it, bro. Like, you gonna deal with that. You had a tank top on. Listen, I had mine on when I walked up. Y'all watched the virtual video. I had this on under. I sat down and I said, no way. No way. Because last time we had Vince Russo on, he was telling me I was naked. I was like, I'm not about to have this happen again. Like, so I
Yeah,
put on my
I
hockey
had
jersey.
not for the win.
White men love
It's
hockey.
not
I
for
knew
the
I
win.
had them, nigga. I had him. I had a hockey jersey on, nigga. I knew it was over. I was like, yeah, he gonna love me. He gonna love me.
Hey, I'm like, man, I'm like, yo, the whole time I'm sitting there, like, my hair is done, first of all, so
Hey.
shut up.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. The
My
funniest
hair
part
is
about it,
done. Hi, what up, baby? How you feeling today, man? Orange and blue skies, nigga.
Javier, and nigga came on the goddamn thing and said, "Oh God," say, "Oh, it's about to be a long interview." He said, "Oh God." Oh yeah, but he was cool as fuck. He was cool as hell.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I-
you don't know the train.
Appreciate that.
Listen, it's our fearless leader, Burrow Luciano, and his fanatic connections, his years of being behind the scenes, and now we got Tom Arnold on the Plug Network, possibly. So shout out to our fearless leader, Burrow Luciano. Everybody clap it up for Burrow.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Hey,
I
nobody,
love
fuck
you
y'all.
guys.
Oh,
Burrow, you
I
saw
love
that?
you.
Nobody clap but me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Next one. Yeah, we still celebrating that over here, baby. Yeah, baby.
Sure.
Yeah, listen,
Sure.
man. I'm sorry, you guys, if you guys wrote down questions and didn't get to answer your question,
No.
get your questions
He answered them.
answered,
He,
stuff
he's
like
good.
I
that.
had a whole list of questions.
I had 10 questions. I only got one out.
That
I'm glad I
nigga's
answered.
lying. That nigga's lying. Anyways, nah, guys. We got who is it next?
Buff back. No, just
Who
incredible.
we have next, Jeff?
Just incredible.
Buff back run, just incredible. We're
Yes.
also gonna have we're gonna have more people on. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna see more of Nicole and Alora and everybody on here doing interviews with me. So shouts out to everybody that tuned in. We're going to cut this up and make sure that we get these clips out there. I appreciate every single one of you doing this early edition. All right, guys. And Nicole, I love you. You're the
I
bestest.
love you. I love you all.
About Karen, I
See you
love
soon.
That's
I'll be
Send me
watching.
lunch.
my brother. That's sis. And yeah, guys, I gotta get back to doing what I do. So I'm gonna get with you guys later on today.
Good job, y'all.
All right,
Good
man.
job.
Holla at me, guys. I love you guys. We out
All right,
here.
love you too. I